Welcome back to the Other Controller Podcast. Like always, we got the usual crew doing what we usually do. I think we wanted to start it up with some Mixer talk. I think that's kind of the biggest bombshell, apart from other things, but one of the biggest ones. I mean, what is you guys' thought with it going away? Did we kind of foresee this coming? I think I did a while back because they're killing views on their two largest titles that they brought over.
I thought it would last at least a little bit longer. And I don't like how they announced it. They just put a Twitter post and was like, hey, by the way, you're all out of a job.
It was a breakup text. And that's a really fucked up way to treat content creators on your platform. Like, I think we all, like you guys said, we all saw it coming. Everybody had speculations as to when it was going to go down. But I don't think anybody knew it was just going to happen this fast and in that manner. That's really fucked up.
Oh, like, I kind of think I did, just for the fact that if you've ever dealt with anything Microsoft related, especially back in the day when fucking red lights were going through, their CS support is dog shit. So if that's any speculation of the rest of the company, you can pretty much guarantee the communication doesn't exist. It's like, well, I got a fucking red light Xbox. Send it back. It's going to be $72. It's going to take a month to get here and 2 months to get back to you. Okay.
Oof, I remember those fucking Red Ring days.
And then you call in. It's like, can I get an update on when the fuck this has come back? Oh, we shipped it yesterday. It's 6 months from the time frame you gave me, motherfucker. What are you talking about? I bought 2 new Xboxes and they both had the same issue. I sent both of them back. Fix this shit. I don't know. Because what was it? A few months back, I watched a video for Ninja's entire community just dropping off the face of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he went from
like
Twitch.
30,000 or so averaging on Twitch, and I think he had like 3,000 on Mixer.
To be fair, like in his case, whether he had a viewership of 0 or 30,000, he got paid big time for that contract.
Oh yeah, he got paid dumb money.
Yeah.
Hey man, Shroud.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got paid more than Shroud. I don't know if that was because of time completed on contract so far or what their initial contracts were, but he can go anywhere. And both of them are not going to be affected. They're not the problem with Mixer closing down. Like, they're not the ones that you got to think about, like how they were affected by this. They're perfectly fine. It's all the other people that that have actually built something from the ground up on Mixer. I don't know who their top 1%ers or top 5% or whatever the case is. Those people got super fucked. But I think they've already been, during this week alone, have already been able to find homes in Facebook Gaming, YouTube, and Twitch. I've heard of a lot of stories of people already hitting affiliate and partner status from coming over from Mixer.
Yeah, it just seems so dumb. Like, did you guys watch his commercial? I don't know if you saw that shit, Shroud's commercial.
What? No.
It's something about he had like a hang glider and a
beaver
or something.
Yeah, like a beaver and shit. It was just for him to market Xbox Game Pass because it's Microsoft related.
No, I never saw that. All I ever saw was when Ninja switched over. He did the fake press conference commercial thing, and they had the Red Bull thing sitting in the audience, and it was supposed to be funny somewhere.
So, I think overall, it's shitty how they released their whole statement on it closing down through a tweet. As far as Ninja and Shroud go, we all know they'll be completely fine. They're just gonna find a new home. They're gonna bring whatever community they have with them. But I think the big thing to take away from this is Facebook Gaming is next, because it seems that though Microsoft is going to support their new console on it, because what they were trying to do is they were trying to have a big enough install base for this new technology that they created, so that when you're watching the game on a stream, you can go to the Microsoft Store from there or xCloud from there, and you can play it while you're watching it. So they and obviously this is based on all the stuff that was coming out with the news and all of the YouTube videos that I've seen about it. And what they were saying was that they didn't have the install base on Mixer. So instead of trying to rework what they have, they just sold it. And it seems like obviously this was coming for a very long time, but they just kind of had to abruptly do it. And people are assuming it's because of what was going on with all of the issues they were having publicly, that they just decided to make the transition a little bit faster, so that they could pretty much save face instead of just burning down with how everything seems to be going on in today's climate. They just decided to get rid of it as fast as they could, without any really consequence for it.
I mean, it could be because we also heard about this the very next day after that tweet came out from, was it the Mixer streamer or the Mixer staff that was experiencing racism and everything from them. And like the very, very next day, it's like, well, we're shutting down. And it's like, holy shit, what the hell's happening over there?
Yeah, and that shit doesn't happen in like one day.
No.
So it was definitely something that had to do with that.
Yeah, it's just, it's super fucked again because, you know, instantly people just thought about Ninja and Shroud and the Mixer thing. And it's like, yeah, obviously they'll be fine. People talked about their contracts, how much money they made. It's all the other thousands of people that were on that use that as either their sole platform of streaming or their main platform of streaming. You know, like how they basically were all just fired via text. Granted, it's still up, and I think it's supposed to stay up for the next month or so. So it gives them time to start transitioning and shit like that. But it's really, really fucking shitty to just be let go through text abruptly like that.
I think here's how I kind of see it. To put it, if you don't understand games, think of like an auto mechanic, and you've trained your whole, like you've finally become a mechanic in a specific car. Like say you're a Chevy mechanic, and one day Chevy's like, we don't exist. You all have to go find a different car model. Now you're still going to know how to fix a car, but you don't know the inner workings of a Dodge. It's completely different. Same thing with streaming. You know how to stream, but you don't know how to stream on another platform yet.
Right.
And that's kind of what they've done, is they've taken away everything they've worked at and understand. And like, you have basic skills, go fucking figure it out.
Yeah, one of the channels that I watch, Sam Woodhull, he does a graphic design stream and he does games and stuff sometimes. He's basically the graphic designer for Alpha Gaming Channel. What he was doing this whole week, he dedicated everything he was doing to helping Mixer streamers transition over from Mixer to Twitch, answering specific questions like how the bits work, some of the differences between the two, doing some free graphic design work for them, panels, overlays, you know, stuff like that. I even did a couple of things this week and put them out there. I did a free Stinger transition and a free like little pop-up panel, you know, saying that, you know, such and such is switching from Mixer over to Twitch. Like, so the community, the Twitch community in general, and you know, you see it on Twitter, you've seen it in different streams, has been very welcoming over. It's like, look, you know, we're not going to give you guys a hard time. There are going to be some jokes because for some people that's how you cope with something. You can make jokes about it. But overall, Twitch has been like open arms, welcome on in. If you guys have any questions, you know, like, welcome to the family.
I don't know, dude. I've been seeing, like, obviously not,
sorry.
yeah,
Not
definitely
a
a
fucking, how
self-plug.
the fuck is that a self-plug?
Definitely a self-plug.
Wow. All
You know,
right.
I actually am doing my part too as a graphic designer.
Oh, boy.
Hit me up, boy, if y'all need some shit.
Currently, commissions are closed, so you're gonna have to come back next week, fuckers.
Jesus Christ. This is not what I fucking did.
That's
Like,
kind
I'm
of
already
exactly
paid out
what
for
you
the week.
did.
I already got 7 to 12 new people coming from Mixer. Those checks have already cleared. I'll be on your work next week. Be like, God damn, dude, shit.
I've been doing
Alright,
free
Eddie,
stuff.
you-
I haven't been doing any commission work. It's been just like free assets I put out.
Oh, okay.
So it's free
The
ass.
first one's always free.
Oh,
just-
man.
Said he's trying to be that drug dealer. Here's
Yeah.
the real good shit. You're gonna come back
Yeah.
next week. Shitty shit.
Jesus Christ. Y'all got to scrub your souls, you fucks. Like, damn.
we gotta scrub our
Everything
souls.
I do
You
is
have-
fucking shady. Like, Jesus Christ.
Shady hands,
Yeah, how's
bro.
that our
Uh-uh.
fault?
Uh-uh.
You're the shady
Yeah.
one.
I'm not being shady.
You just said it.
I
I'm
said
the-
not everything I do is being shady.
Just the majority of it, gotcha.
A portion.
I'm the people know who the fuck I am. All right, like,
Oh, what a crazy turn.
all right. So what are we talking about now?
Real quick about the Mixer thing. So I was watching Dr. Lupo, and he had a stream with his kid because like some incentive for the St. Jude thing.
Mhm.
He's gonna have his kid run the stream, and his kid's like playing Animal Crossing, and he goes into Lupo's house and he sees like a KitchenAid mixer, and it's not on, and the kid goes, "Dad, the mixer isn't working," and he goes, "Yeah, that happened." He goes, "You have to put batteries in there; it's gonna die." And he's like, "Well, I can't find batteries. I guess it's not gonna work anymore." Like the kid has no idea that the mixer thing happened, and he's like, 4-year-olds subtly roasting mixer, and Lupo's dying the whole time.
I don't know, dude. I've been, and like, not to shit on, like, it's fuck it, who cares? Like, the majority of the fucking mixer streamers that I was like seeing, like, or at least the ones that had it in their title, they seem like super fucking cringe, bro. Like it was like they do like this animated, like, pretty much everybody's trying to be Doc, pretty much. Like they're doing this like super fucking macho, like weird fucking persona, and then it was just like they all have that fake fucking like Austin Evans voice. Like, you know how like Austin Evans or MKBHD, how they have that like YouTuber voice that it seems like when they're talking they're like enunciating and they're using different mannerisms that like a normal person would in like conversation, and it just seems like really weird and forced. And I wonder if like that's what the social norm on Mixer was.
I think it is, just because it's going to be more so the younger demographic. Because Mixer was like, what was the most popular game there? Fortnite, I think.
Well, they brought Ninja over, who already had a young fan base.
Yeah, but I mean, even prior to that, though, like most of it was like younger kids. So I think a lot of it was just this weird persona that they just become accustomed to.
Yeah, I watched like granted there was one decent one that I seen and I actually followed, but it seemed like the majority of them were just like really, 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 really cringe. And
Streaming
it was like,
it isn't for everyone, you know. It's entertainment, and you can't really force being entertaining. Either you are or you aren't. And how popular streaming has become, and people just want to force it, you know.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's been an interesting week to say the least, as far as like streaming content creators go. I mean, we can talk about it because it's kind of like the biggest news coming from Twitch, about how Doc was banned, and there's like a whole mess of secrecy around it. But apparently, few of them know. But famous saying, "Those who know won't tell," apparently holds true here. Although I'm pretty sure it's the majority of it's just bullshit, and people are trying to like bait followers in from what happened to Doc.
Yeah, Doc doesn't even know what it is yet.
And
there was a thing on Reddit that got a huge amount of upvotes because the dude said he was he said he worked somewhere high up in Twitch, and he said it had to do with Doc's case of cheating on his wife, and that the girl he cheated on was their Twitch streamer, and they had a deal where they were all going to keep it under wraps and figure out between themselves. But apparently she's not happy anymore, and she wants him off the platform, and that's why he's gone.
That's not how that works.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's all allegedly.
Like the most serious alleged that we ever had.
Yeah, because like that was a Reddit post that got upvoted, and like none of it's been confirmed. Because nothing's been confirmed besides that he's gone.
Which is kind of scary, dude. Like, granted, and it's like it's crazy how close that was to what happened to Mixer. Like, you know, they pretty much, well, I mean, at least they gave them, actually no, because they didn't even give them an explanation either. So I mean, it's very similar to what happened with Mixer. It was just like, oh yeah, you're done a month from now. Except to where they were just like, yeah, he's been banned. And they released like that statement that's not really telling anything. And I don't know if there's like something that was in his contract that for if he was banned that like it wouldn't be public. But according to him, and I mean, we just got to take it at face value that he said he doesn't know what happened. So I mean, it's just really weird, and it's kind of scary as to like what if or when, let's say, the next company comes out that beats that beats Twitch, that is like the new Twitch or the new YouTube comes out, are they just going to just like pull the plug and like put a tweet out? Or like, it just seems like super sus that they would take their most high profile streamer off the platform like that.
I don't think Twitch would close down off a tweet, especially with it being run by Amazon. I think they do it properly. And I can't see a Twitch just vanishing. I think it'd be a steady decline before it happened.
Did Seti's internet die again?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, he was quiet. I was like, oh, shit. I mean, like, I understand the panic situation of everything. I think it's just more so a timing thing, right? With everything that is going on, even the shit that Rob posted about in the Discord a few days ago with, like, in the Destiny community.
Yeah, that was crazy too.
The shit with Mixer, now we have Doc at the same time. I think people are just losing their fucking minds.
Like, if Doc got kicked off the platform a month ago, I don't think it would be as shocking as it is right now.
Yeah, I think
it'd still be shocking, but it's super hyped up.
See, because I don't know if it's shocking that he's off the platform or if it's shocking in the manner how it happened. Because I mean, Doc was banned before, and I mean, I think it's so like it's getting so much traction is because of the way that it happened. Like, I don't necessarily think that it's the timing of it. I think it's the manner that it happened, you know? Like, he was streaming a couple days ago, and then it's just completely offline. And then we saw that clip of him ending the stream abruptly. And, like, obviously the Champion Club fanboys are saying, oh, it's just him being a character. But, I mean, from the outside looking in, it looked like he was legitimately nervous. And it kind of makes sense as to, like, you're seeing how everything's playing out, that maybe he was notified at that time when he was going to end stream. And it's just really weird. And we're just waiting until tomorrow. Cause I mean, I don't think any big press or any big leak would leak today or yesterday. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably get a little bit more closure tomorrow as to like what happened. Cause there's somebody knows and somebody's going to leak it.
Yeah, on his previous bans, we were notified, like, we found out, we figured within hours, the bathroom situation before when he was temp banned. But it's obviously not a stunt because it's not just like he's banned and there's no reason. His emotes are gone. Subs have been canceled and or refunded, stuff like that. So, like, it's an actual thing. It's just really fucked up for Twitch to have no transparency, for them to just remove you from the platform, under the fact that they have evidence that he broke guidelines, whatever the case is, and that nobody is above their standards. So what about all the other streamers that constantly break shit that people call for fair treatment and Twitch doesn't do a goddamn thing about? So
that's not how it works.
That's the thing. It's like, what's the reason for this happening? Obviously, people are going to want to know. Who's going to say something first? We don't know, because Doc said it himself yesterday. He's like, "As at this moment, I don't fucking know what happened."
I don't know. In full honesty, like, I've been even thinking about it as like the past couple weeks, not just because like the infrequency of me being able to stream, but it's getting to the point where it's annoying because you do have to hold your tongue so much, and that's not me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to drive me actually fucking insane. Like, it's not like I'm fucking dropping hard R's or shit like that. It's just I'm trying to fucking yell and get the frustration out. But you say like, oh, that's a dumb slut play, and then now you're fucking banned off Twitch. Like, the fuck is that?
Shit.
Now you're fighting 80% of the fucking community now because you said something in frustration. I understand it's not like the right thing to do, but grow a pair of balls or man the fuck up and just stand up. Like, stop using stupid shit for shit like this. Like, it's not fun.
Yeah, nobody knows what the fuck is gonna. Everybody's offended by something. That's the thing. And my issue is, why does the squeaky wheel always get the oil? You know, there is some validity to some shit sometimes, obviously, but it seems now every single thing that just slightly rings a little off in somebody's ears is enough to have everything you've done taken away. Like, it's almost like you're not allowed to be human and fuck up slightly. And again, there's some shit that is like, all right, everybody gets it. Everybody's on the same page for somebody being quote unquote canceled for something. But then there's other things where you look at it's like, wait, for that's the reason everybody's out for blood at the moment.
Like the dude shooting his monitor. That's a valid reason to get fucking banned.
Yeah.
That breaks the seal. There was some clear guidelines as to why that happened.
We have fucking, what is it? Random e-thoughts every day doing fucking super sus shit trying to sell their body, but that's not called.
Man, topic a little bit. Did you guys see the Twitch lawsuit that went out?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny, dude.
People are crazy, dude. People are
But isn't that like
ridiculous.
super trolly? Like the intent is to be trolly about the whole thing, or is it like a legitimate lawsuit they're trying to put together for that?
That's a legitimate lawsuit. That shit's real. That shit is fucking real, dude.
You gotta love the world.
It's a crazy time, man. It's a real crazy. And it's not only because of what's going on with the pandemic. It's just like cancel culture is like going crazy, man. And it's cool that it works in certain areas where it's justified. But just like burning everything down and then innocent people. Like, and then obviously this gets like a lot deeper than just like gaming or like what's going on socially. But I feel like cancel culture is working for certain things, but burning everything isn't really gonna do a solid going forward as far as like for everyone, you know? Because like it seems like there's not only a cancel culture, but there's a mob mentality behind it, and it's kind of scary out there to be a person that creates content because no matter how big or small your platform is, people see it as a platform. And it doesn't even matter what you're doing sometimes. It's sometimes if you're not doing it, they kind of look at you. And it's definitely an interesting time to be a person that is in content creation, to say the least.
Yeah, because the way things are going now, we are one sentence away from having something thrown back at us 5, 10, 15 years from now. And even if it's something that we say now that's remotely harmless, and 10, 15 years from now, it can be the biggest offense at that time, and then we're penalized for it at that time for something we say today. Like if the word fucking idiot becomes a federal offense or some shit 15 years from now, and we say it, that's it. People will look like, oh, 15 years ago, they said this. It's fucking stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
People
it's
just need
good.
to fucking grow up and like fall down every once in a while. So like that just puts me on a different platform though, but go ahead.
Like it obviously it's good that people are getting socially motivated because we're at that age where we have the numbers and we have the power to make change for the better. But I feel like there has to be some type of like give and take, you know, like for somebody that makes like a joke or whatever, and you can see that they've grown from it, burning them down for that, I mean, it doesn't seem productive, and it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't give any validity to what you're trying to stand for, in my opinion. I feel like you're targeting out everybody instead of targeting out the people that are actually in power to negate everything you're working for and working towards and everything that you value and you feel is right. It's just that, like I said, it's definitely a weird time in the world.
One thing that might happen after all of this is that I think the whole esport culture and streaming might start to get taken seriously now that it's starting to become more relatable in like a very negative sense, but it is. And you look at shit like in regular sports, shit like this happens all the time, and it's become kind of almost normal to kind of see all these allegations and like I don't want to say criminals, but like athletes and stuff breaking the law, and it hits the news. We might be coming into a time where esport news like this starts hitting mainstream news.
Oh yeah, there was I think it was maybe like half an hour after everything started circulating with Doc. There was an article on
ESPN
Forbes.
picked it up. Yeah.
ESPN, Forbes, like these are big things that were picking up on it all week. The Mixer thing that was on major news platforms. The Doctor disrespecting. You already started seeing articles pop up super quick on bigger news outlets, and it's like, shit. Like what the fuck is happening here? Like this used to be just like the thing that people went and had a little pastime, watched other people play games, tried their hand at it and stuff, and now it's just like really big in a good way, and then with the good is also coming all the negative that, like Corndog said, happens in other entertainment avenues.
What else is on the docket?
I mean, speaking of content creation and like everything that has to do with creative and sort of issues with what's going on in the Twitch world, we've been seeing because the way that this kind of connects to it is some people thought that Doc was banned for DMCA issues.
Yeah,
and
that's one of
obviously
the
that's not.
things that people were saying. It's like, oh yeah, there was DMCA from either the music or like the Lambo in his scene transitions and his backgrounds and stuff. They thought it was a DMCA thing.
But some good news surrounding DMCA and all that bullshit. T-Pain actually came out with that playlist that Steady brought up.
What was it called?
Yeah, I don't have that link anymore.
No,
Where'd you
I
find it
have. I'm scrolling up and picking it up. I just had it. No, we talked.
By the way, I feel like not only is that like good for the community, but it could be great for the content creators, like the people that create music. If they just do it in the route that Alpha Gaming did it, to where he gets a certain amount of money off of the plays and the views from the music. I feel like that would be dope for like independent artists that are in the streaming like sphere or streaming world. It'd be really cool if like they all collaborated on copyright free music that we can use on YouTube and on Twitch, because they get a kickback from it and we get music that we can use that's actually good.
I'm surprised Jordan Fisher hasn't released anything with it yet.
Yeah, so T-Pain put out the Pizzle Pack, which is music.
Of course he called it the Pizzle Pack.
It's fucking. It's creative. It works, and when you listen to the music, like it's actually quality shit. I think like it's a mixture of stuff that he's because he streams, stuff that he's created while he's been streaming and stuff like that. He put it out there. It's on SoundCloud, I believe. And it's music that you can use while you're streaming, and you don't have to worry about being hit with a DMCA claim.
And like it's so I may be the asshole of the group and say that most royalty-free music sucks, because it fucking sucks. And it's cool that we're getting music that, like, I was listening when you first sent this this link in the Discord. I was listening to it, and like some of the music is actually like, it would
That's
be
what I'm
good.
saying.
Like,
it's quality ass royalty free music that we've been getting recently, like in light of all this stuff. So times have changed. Like before, you make a YouTube video and YouTube's like, hey, we've got all these tracks, and you listen to them and it's like, man, these are ass. You guys got anything better?
No.
So no, go hire somebody, get your own music. It's like, all right, I don't got the money for that. But we're getting stuff that we can use, and it's fucking great.
That's what, like, I feel like being a person that, because like content creation, like there are so many subgenres of content creation and like gaming media, but I feel like the one thing that is good about being in like the streamer, I guess, subset of content creation is it seems like everybody loves it so much that I don't know if it's because like it holds true for, at least in my experience, that if you play games with people, like you grow a huge bond with them, to the point where like I'm really close with people that I've played video games with more so than people that like I hang out in real life with. And I feel like that's what's going to help us get through the DMCA crisis, if you'll call it that, on Twitch, and it'll help the people from Mixer get accustomed to the way that Twitch works. Because it seems like even though it's for now it's a small subcategory of the big bubble of content creation, it's kind of like tight knit, and to a certain extent we look out for each other. We're getting a lot of great things, like we're getting a lot of new good content creators, and we're getting a lot of like things that we can use, as in like the transitions, the all the like web source media that we can do as far as like overlays are concerned, and we're getting a lot of good royalty free music that we can use. And I feel like it's just cool that everyone's coming together to find a way to look through it, because obviously Twitch is just like, well, it's your fucking problem.
Right. It
Figure it
feels like the community is doing just that, being a community and not gatekeeping. Whereas the ones that run everything, they can give two fucks on how this all goes either way. Like the community is the ones that are coming together, those that are in it in themselves, looking out for each other and anyone that's new.
I have a quick
Hold
question
on,
about this
wait.
music stuff.
Shameless
Hold
plug. Follow Sassy Victors. We're trying to get her to affiliate.
That's a great plug. My question, real quick: do you guys know how Spotify works? Like, how do they pay artists?
I have no idea. I heard like it's a weird algorithm based on how many plays they get a month.
Yeah, they receive a certain fraction. They receive a certain pay based on the play of the song or whatever it is. So if it's a standard, no idea. I'm not too sure about that kind of stuff. The only thing we really know is when like Harris talked about it, he gets like fractions of a penny per play. And obviously that'll add up over time.
So why can't Twitch have a plugin where you have to have like Spotify Premium to listen to the music that the streamer's listening to?
Because I think it has nothing to do with Spotify. It has to do with the big record labels. So, I mean, unless Spotify can, because I mean, what Spotify's like $11.99 or $9.99 a month. I don't think that'll be enough to. I mean, fuck, let's call a spade a spade. I don't think it's going to be enough to feed the hunger of the record label companies and the artists that are going out there copyright striking people.
It's not.
That's what I mean. Well, like, I don't know if I described it right. So, like, say if I'm listening to my Spotify on my stream, you can tune into my stream, but if you don't have your Spotify stuff hooked up, you don't hear my music. So I hear it, but you don't.
I was thinking about that a completely different way than you.
So if they had like they linked their Spotify Premium account, then now they can hear the music that I'm playing on my stream.
Got you. So it would basically sync up through API with what you're listening to, play the music on our ends, so that it counts as two individual views for the track, rather than just you broadcasting it to thousands.
Exactly. That would be a great idea.
I mean, you don't even need to do that far, do you? Like, you just need to do an API to read current viewers. And then you just make your number instead of 1. Now you get current viewers plus 1 to include the streamer. And then you're done.
Yeah, it should
simply fix the whole DMCA problem.
Quite literally, yeah. That would literally
so basically, like if I'm live
and then pay me.
If I'm live, I'm listening to Spotify, I've got 5 viewers. Then my one song play shouldn't just count as 1, it should count as 6. The 1 for me plus the 5 viewers that I have.
And it wouldn't
now
be
the problem is that makes padded numbers, and I'm sure that would be the counter argument or part of it, but that's still a really good, like, these are things that I don't even think they're trying to think about. It's more so they're looking at the ways of like, how can we fuck everybody, rather than how can we find a way for this to all work cohesively.
Well, I mean, it just comes down to the entire thing, right? It comes down to the generic of the top and the bottom. So the person that makes the shit and the person that's using the shit, not the person that's giving that outlet, that middleman, right?
Right.
So middleman takes no responsibility. Now it comes down to the consumer. And that's usually not how it works, but unfortunately, that's how it fucking works.
See, my only issue with that is because there's a way that they would be able to find it so that you're making money from copywritten music, no matter if that person can't listen to it or not.
Yeah, they'll try to claim that like their song playing in the background is the bread and butter of everything you did on your stream.
Because even though like I get it, it's kind of hard to live DMCA strike people while they're going live. But the thing that issue causes is if somebody clips your stream or somebody does a recording of your stream, and you're trying to put that on any different platform, you're still gonna have that copyrighted music on there.
That's true. Because I would see that being a problem with clips and stuff.
On the
even if you leave the clips on Twitch, then how would that work? Anybody else can then tune in, hear the pre-recorded song, and the view count wouldn't go up based on that.
Because there would have to be like a back end, like plugin that's running to where it's recording only the gameplay and it's not recording that source that you have for Spotify.
And do what they already do now and just mute the VOD where it has the music.
But that's what I'm saying though, like that'll work for live content, but if you're trying to do anything outside of that, that wouldn't really help you with it.
Like the problem is live content.
Yeah, the problem is live content. If it's the VOD, just
no, the problem isn't live content, because if when you're live and you're playing the music, it's almost impossible for them to strike you. The problem is when it's recorded and it's stored, because that's the way that they review it. Once it's saved as a VOD, and obviously that them muting the audio doesn't work because there's people that were playing copywritten music and it's still getting striked.
Get better AI. I don't know.
Yeah,
that sounds like a Twitch's problem.
But that's the thing. It is Twitch's problem, but it's not Twitch's problem because they don't give a fuck. It's our problem.
And they have Spotify integration on their fucking extensions.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't seem like it'd be this hard to do.
And that's the other thing. From my understanding, the DMCA thing is that the record labels put out the they're not the ones that issue the punishment. The punishment's supposed to come from Twitch, like how they decide to handle the claim. So like if you do get banned, like they want to make it seem like, oh, that's the record label's fault. Wouldn't that be Twitch's fault for doing it, for carrying out that extent, like making that the punishment for the claim that comes through?
Who fucking knows? Twitch, get your shit together. I want music.
Twitch needs to get their shit together in many, many different avenues over the past couple months. But
Twitch,
hey, you get to instantly change your emotes now, you know?
I still haven't changed my emote that has the fucked up artifact in it.
I don't even have an emote.
Now when you need to change it, it's an instant approval. You don't have to worry about 3 to 5 days for it to be reviewed.
Which, that doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I guess it was just to, monitor to make sure that you didn't put out any no-no emotes.
But one thing, because we're done with that topic, right? We could just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The one thing I wanted to get into, because it's like the dumbest fucking... It's like those stupid ESPN stats that they have. Oh, this was the first three-pointer that was made on a Tuesday when it was 65 degrees out. It's like, all right, guy, nobody gives a fuck. Like, so, because like Vince Carter, he announced his retirement, and all the way from like 2K9 to like 2K18, I would say, we did with my friends, we did fantasy drafts, or when we would do like the online player versus player, I would pick whatever team Vince Carter was on because I memorized his 3-point release. And some like weird, interesting topic or like headline was that Vince Carter was the last active NBA player to appear on the Nintendo 64. And then it showed like the NBA Live from the 64 up until 2K20. I thought it was just like super cool, and like that was like a weird stat that like was like, wow, that's actually really cool. Like that shows like the growth of gaming, and it shows like how long this dude's been around.
I mean, yeah, Vince Carter is a would you say legend? I mean, he's been around so long and he's done so much. I mean, he's the one who stuck his arm in the rim. He jumped over a dude.
Dude, he jumped over that dude that was like 6'11".
Yeah, I mean, he was a great NBA player.
Like, hold on, that shit was like,
and if he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame, then fuck the NBA. I'll never watch it.
He has to be. I wouldn't say first ballot, but he definitely has to be in the NBA.
Hall of Fame. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
He has to be in the NBA. He was
Not bad.
actually. Like, good news for you.
I was typing
Done
and
it.
I was typing and talking. Shut up.
Yikes. How did they catch two people blinking at the same time?
No, they sleep in.
Big picking up the facts that nobody else noticed.
Is the dude behind her gigantic ear? Is he looking the other way?
It's me. Why are you fighting me now? Big ass.
Does it not look like he's turned around?
It actually does.
Like
That's
he has no facial details, and his ears look like the back of it.
That dude is like 6'11". He got babied.
Yeah,
you can't-
nuts, man.
Like you can't go to any bar without some dude like, yo, Vince Carter's balls were on your fucking head, bro.
To this day, that man has not washed that ear.
I don't know what the fuck Crossfire X is.
So, yeah, you ever heard of Crossfire?
Like the shit version of SLI?
Of what?
Dude.
Oh, no. It's basically like that #1 Counter-Strike knockoff, like worldwide. Like super outdated graphics and everything has been around for eternity.
Never heard of this.
I did not know that. And I tried playing it and I was like, oh, I mean, I'm like subpar in Valorant. Maybe I could get some frags in this game. Nope. There's no keyboard. And so obviously this is like coming from a person that I got into PC gaming like I think 3 or 4 years ago. And like I've only been like seriously PC gaming for like the last 2 years. Crossfire is fucking garbage on a controller. I don't understand how these dudes were like fucking they were destroying me and I was like, yo, I don't know like why is this like this? Like and then I tried plugging in the keyboard and mouse and I guess since it's in beta it doesn't have like keyboard and mouse support on the Xbox, which is kind of weird. But it's exactly like Counter-Strike. The only thing that I did get out of it though, like if you remember a couple of episodes, we were talking about like how the maps in Valorant are too narrow, according to this one dude that did like this like super nerdy deep analysis on like the maps compared to Counter-Strike. That's the one thing that I did notice. Like going from Crossfire, now I haven't booted up Counter-Strike in a long time, but going from Crossfire back to Valorant, the maps are ridiculously claustrophobic. Like even like the little hallways, like the little like any long like spot of a map, it was like super wide as opposed to like on Haven where that is it like Haven? Yeah, C-Long is super duper narrow.
Yep.
It was making me think like I just wonder like throughout the progression of the game, is that gonna be like the norm to where like Valorant is gonna be to where anything long you have to hold a really tight corner and it's gonna be ridiculously narrow. It's just weird, man. And then like if you look at Ascent, it's like polar opposite. Like
I hate Ascent.
Mid is super duper duper like huge before you get to arches, going into Spy Shop. But it seems like in all the other games, it's like where there's like two main pathways, and then they're both a little bit like wider. I don't know. It's super weird, and Crossfire fucking sucks on console.
Did you guys ever play Counter-Strike or no?
Nope.
I played Source a little bit.
I played it like 4 times. And then that was like before, I think the one time we played it, because it became free, and I think that was before I upgraded my graphics card. So I was still on the keyboard that came with the computer when I was on my old build, the pre-built. So it was like a really shitty, mushy membrane, and then I didn't even have my wireless mouse yet, I don't think. Like I was still using all the shit that came with the computer. So like it was like I was using my computer more for streaming console than for playing PC titles.
Yeah, I think that's the one biggest disconnect that when I play Valorant, it does get a little bit frustrating because everything is super tight. But I understand the reasoning for it, right? Like we have so much utility. If you were to do a brimstone smoke in like a super wide ass area like how it is in Ascent mid, you're wasting utility. So I can
Yeah.
understand why they do it like this. Because
I hate you for making sense of that.
like the size of the maps need to be relevant to the character. And I think that's the reason why I hate Ascent so much, because you can use your entire fucking utility scratch
Yeah.
and then just fucking
That little
just
four-way intersection is like the middle part itself. You can't really fucking smoke that. You can smoke the back spawn point, or maybe that one little part that I always hit is Omen between Spy Shop that you can peek through and snipe. Like, you can get little tight cubbies like that, but that whole out in the open section, there's not fucking much you can do other than maybe get a Viper to put up a wall, or anybody else that basically can wall that section off. It's fucking weird. I hate that fucking map.
I can't stand it. It's not good for mid, but you need mid control. So what I'm expecting them to do here soon is probably like bring or put like random other bullshit in that mid area. But I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do.
Oh, like other boxes and shit to break up line of sight and make it a little more puzzle-like to move through?
Probably. Like actually make Fountain a fountain instead of this weird-ass drum thing.
Couldn't you just give up mid control then close the doors?
No, because they could break the doors too easily.
Yeah, but then now you have information on exactly where they are.
I
So
mean,
they're still
we've
trying to just play it slow and not know where you are. They still have to go through either one of the two sides instead of all three attack points.
Like I was playing Ring today, but it was fucking a pain in the ass. So I was playing against all plats. I'm ranked gold, but playing against plats because I was playing with buddies. And the issue with Ascent and playing against high tier players is you're not having to hold one angle. You're actually effectively giving up 3 different people just to hold 3 different lines of sight so you can push a specific spot if you're going to slow push. So if you're playing on B, you need to have somebody in mid, you need to have somebody top mid, and you have to have some like lurker on A. And then now you only have 2 people to push B site. And the same thing is flipped if you're doing an A push. So it makes it very difficult for attack. It's, me personally, more defense heavy.
see, but that I think I said it while we were playing it the other day. There are 2 things. It's cool that like if on a certain, because like I only play with like you guys and then Brown's friends, so more or less like we're a little bit familiar on like how to play with each other, how to be successful, like based on what positions we hold and whether we're on offense and defense. So the one thing I really like about this game is that you can get completely dig down on defense, but if you're a really strong offense team on that specific map, you can take over and still win it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing was, I don't know what it is about this game, but I'm like, I haven't been this obsessed with like a game like this since I would say probably Halo 3. Like as far as like the rank system is concerned and like actually trying to like get ranked and like climb. And it's like it's super fun and I'm like really excited as to see like who the next operator is and like what the other or new maps are gonna look like.
Yeah. I mean, like with the ranking system, like, are you guys happy with what you placed at? Do you think you placed, or it should have been placed lower or higher?
I've been playing League of Legends for like 7 years, so I understand how Riot normally does their ranking system.
I have no fucking idea how they operate in this one.
Always, no, it does not matter how well you do in your placements. You will always rank lower than what you should be at. And your next couple of games, your MMR is still fresh for your ranked pool. And those are where it gets really affected. So say you, like us, we placed bronze, right? But when we started playing, we were playing against silver players. That's kind of where we're supposed to be. If we lost those games, it would be damn near impossible to climb. Because it would be like, oh, we messed up somewhere. You're actually supposed to be here. And now your MMR tanks super hard. But since we won those, our MMR skyrocketed. And now I give us like 2 games before we start playing against gold players. That's just how it always works. And then from there, it will start to plateau out and you'll steadily climb instead of rapidly climb.
Yeah, I'm expecting, with me playing today, like I played against Plats all day. We did 3 ranked matches and we only lost 1. So I'm assuming that I'm probably going to be ranked like Plat 1 or Plat 2, like towards the end of this.
I don't know. I feel like I mean, I was telling you guys this too, like when we were first getting into like the rank season, that I was gonna be the iron that like drains the MMR for the team. So me ranking already at silver, I'm pretty hyped because like especially this is like the outside of Rainbow Six, but we really didn't play Rainbow Six competitive. We would just be in the pleb lobbies. I'm like kind of hyped that like I'm ranked silver, and this is like my first keyboard and mouse like competitive ranked game that I'm actually like trying to learn and trying to get good at.
Yeah,
You should
compared
be
from
proud.
beta when we ranked where we ranked for like what Iron 3, like
Yeah.
dead
Yeah.
last. I'm super fucking surprised that I ranked Bronze 3 right after that. And then when we played again, I went right into silver. Did not expect that whatsoever, so very surprised that I ranked that way.
You would be surprised how bad like iron players actually are. You guys hold,
Yeah,
like you guys
yeah.
hold corners and stuff. You know what I mean?
So,
But I
you
mean,
wanna
like that
talk
was like
about
during
it,
like the
John, or do you
first
wanna
week,
keep it a secret?
give or take, you know.
Okay.
So me and my buddies made alt accounts before getting on the podcast today, and then boom, joined in for the last game we played. It is hilarious to try to watch these people play this game because they do shit that like I saw you guys do in the very beginning, and it's fucking hilarious. Like they'll run up to weapons, drop one, and then stare at it, and then look at the key to it, and then press it on their keyboard like manually. Like they don't understand how the keyboard works just yet, so they're just fucking like hitting corners and shit, running into walls. It's amazing. We did sheriffs and marshals only, and I think we gave them 6 rounds just to keep their hopes up, and then just crushed it out like 13-6 at the end.
Oof.
Like it's such a skilled gap. It's insane. The last game we
Yeah.
played with them, we gave them what, 5 rounds?
No, so we gave them 10, but we were on so we gave them I think 5 on offense where
Yeah.
they were on offense. But when we were on offense, we were playing team deathmatch and we were getting hella kills.
Yeah, we were just playing sheriff only. Like you would have 9K, just sheriff only heavy armor by
And
utility.
I'm obviously not gonna go that deep in like how bad they are because I'm bad, but I got like 13 frags with a sheriff. That's like the skill gap. Like I was dinking people, like they were making super dumb plays. And so the one drawback, like I just looked into it because I made another burner account with a better name. You have to do 20 games in order to be eligible for ranked. And I don't know if that's because like we rank super low like in the shooting range, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because if I'm going to keep playing with like both teams, like you guys and then my other friends, and if I rank to plat and you guys get stuck in silver, I can't play with you. So that was kind of the reasoning for me making this alt account anyway. It's like I still want to play as a team and just have like fun, but it's going to be shitty to be hard stuck on a single character or a single account and then not be able to play.
I just made it so I could troll. I think like I can make YouTube troll videos with this account. I'm being selfish with this account.
There was a great picture for Rainbow Six back when I was grinding that a few years ago, and it had a great representation of each rank and how they play. It was supposed to be like funny, but it was like dead on. It was like bronze players are understanding how to check a corner, and then it was like silver players aim at heads more, and check corners, still learning objectives. And then gold was only objectives and things like that. And you can kind of see that as you go through the ranks, where you watch like a bronze or iron player, crosshairs always chest level, right?
Not even, no, bronze and iron are always at your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As you rank up, you'll realize that they'll start making just simpler choices, I guess.
It
Yeah,
looked
I don't
like
wanna say-
bots, bro.
It's a insane skill gap, and my experience, especially with League, the difference in a silver game to a gold game is mind blowing.
yeah, because like you
Like,
guys
for
can
me-
tell I get fucking pissed during rank. Like I get fucking mad, but that's because
No,
it's
you
competitive.
pissed? No, you're not
'Cause we make-
pissed ever. You
Yeah,
don't get
I'm
sweaty either.
but it's because we make dumb plays that I know we're better than that, and it just frustrates the piss out of me. Because then at the end, you guys get hella tilted, and it drives me insane.
Because, dude, okay, so speaking from experience, you don't make the best communication sometimes. So you'll just like, you'll
Get
just
it
start
out,
fucking,
fight,
you'll,
let's go.
you'll peek out a little bit, you'll go forward. I see something. I'm trying to go to. Really? Nobody peeked that with me? What the fuck, bro? Like, you guys are making such stupid play. And then you bring up shit from the beta. Like, the one time I flank, you see, you guys are always doing that stupid shit. It's like, all right, bro. Like,
it's not
fuck.
the one time.
How long you been holding on to that, Boom?
Yeah, it's 9
It's
months.
beta.
It's beta.
Feel better?
He
I'm
gets
just tired
mad
of
up.
fucking getting yelled at. Because he's I
That's the
forgot what
ranked
you did.
experience.
Yeah,
I
that's just
forgot
the
what you did,
experience.
dude.
It was
We were
the
on
Haven.
Ascent and we were on Haven, and then
we
you
do
were.
the
I was like,
flank
bro.
from A through C, their spawn to get to
No,
C.
it was when we were on offense. You were yelling about something because they were
Yeah,
behind
I don't do that
garage.
anymore because I got yelled at one too many times about that. I don't
I
go
was
that
like-
fucking route anymore.
I was like, okay, like you yelling in my ear is not helping me at all, obviously. And then there was just awkward silence.
There was one we got. I forgot who was Sage. I don't know if it was the rando or if it was one
the
of you
rando.
guys. Right. And I crossed over when we were on the site, and I wasn't heading down to garage, but I was crossing over, and then I got shot. And then I got yelled at for hunting. I was like, I'm still on site. I wasn't even going to hunt. I was just crossing over. And then it's like, yeah, you guys are always hunting. It's like, I didn't even progress down the fucking alley to hunt.
Because Brown holds shit from he'll just take note of some dumb shit we'll do in one game, and then every time we do it, he picks at it until we get pissed off.
And see, you can see two totally different reactions to this.
Corn Dog
'Cause
had a
I-
reaction like that on the same fucking map, too.
Well, yeah, my thing
That's
is,
going to
I-
fucking orb or some shit like that. It's
Well,
like,
see,
all right, dude,
my
damn.
thing is, I enjoy that. I enjoy that kind of criticism because I know that I'm better than that. I know that was the wrong mistake, but at the time, I'm not going to accept it. Hell no, I'm going to stand up for myself. God damn it, I'm a grown-ass man. I know it was wrong, but I'm not going to back down. That's the ranked experience, right?
Yeah.
You make the mistake, someone calls you out on it, you defend that mistake. You know it's wrong, and I bet you don't do it again. But God damn it, you'll say it's right.
I don't know. All I gotta say, and not to be cheesy, but I'm glad that us four are working it out, like trying to get good together. Because it's really fun, dude.
Our
And it's,
play styles match really well. I will say
Yeah.
that.
No,
And then-
you had it right the first time. Us three, and then we're trying to get up to Big's level.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
sorry. Did you watch me clutch yesterday?
God,
you
we've
see
all
how-
had
okay.
clutch moments. Calm down.
Yeah,
we
I
do
was
a lot of
consistent,
clutches.
motherfucker.
Pat
I'm
your
a
own fucking
god.
back. Take it easy.
I'm a god in fucking the unrated, but as soon as we go to fucking like that night where I had like 23 kills back to back with fucking Phoenix, and then as soon as we went into fucking ranked the next day, I was potato aiming everywhere.
Or the other shit will pop off
To
off
be fair,
stream.
though,
It's like,
the,
God damn it,
yeah.
why?
Boom, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that fucking aim trainer helps.
Yeah, dude, the aim lab. So I did that for I think like 20 minutes. Like, cause I don't know what it is, man. Like, I'm super fucking obsessed with this game. Like, at first I was like bouncing back and forth from Call of Duty, but now also I got my first 2 wins back to back in Warzone. I am confirmed as an elite in the game. It's confirmed already. I don't even have to go back to and play it anymore. But I was like going back and forth from playing both of them. But now I'm a little bit more because like honestly, not to sound I'm gonna sound like a dickhead, but like I've been playing Call of Duty for like because I used to do game battles in Modern Warfare 2.
Mhm.
And so like I feel like I'm at a level to where like I can go away from COD for like years, come back and still be a top fragger. Like I can be able to get back to where I need to be at like a high level of playing. But it's like this game, it's like, fuck, I know I'm trash at it. I would think that like I'm getting a little bit better here and there, but I just want to get like good at it because it's like it's super interesting and it's like it's new. Like granted it's not new because it's kind of like a reskin of CS:GO, but I was never into CS:GO because like I didn't grow up gaming on PCs. I'm a console gamer. So it's kind of cool to be kind of like using everything that I know as far as like from because when I did game battles, we did search and we did domination. So essentially, like it's the same principle more or less as far as like search and destroy and Valorant goes. But this is like to like the fucking 4th or 5th like level of
Yeah.
fucking what search is. So it's like it's just like getting like those gears turning, because I feel like this is more of a brain game, because like it's not only do I have to like completely get used to a whole new input system, like as in like a keyboard, and I'm like I feel like I'm getting used to it as far as like aim and like getting everything to where it's familiar as far as like the keyboard goes, but it's like I'm using different thought processes as like when I'm trying to clear a room, or like if as you guys saw, like I'm getting a little bit better with using my ult to where I'm in like a super sweaty situation instead of just like freaking out and then just fucking everything up. Like instead of whereas in the beta, like I'd get one kill and it'll be like kind of good in like a super sweaty situation, to where now I'll get like 2 or 3 kills, but I'm still not getting that last kill to clutch. So it's like I'm seeing progression. Granted, it's not huge progression, but it's kind of like where I'm like seeing the fruits of my labor as far as like working in the game, to where as Call of Duty, I can fucking be like, and I've done it before, where like we're playing a search and destroy match. I have YouTube up, I'm watching a video, I'm searching through Facebook, and we're pub stomping.
So what you're saying is Call of Duty is easy.
Yeah, it is.
For me now, yeah. I mean,
it's just an easier game.
No, not at all.
Yes. Yes, it
No,
is.
no.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Nope.
It's funny because
You
when I
just said that
played,
No.
You literally
you
just said
could
this.
turn your brain off and play Call of Duty.
yeah, when I played my first COD game,
Hold on, wait. I've been playing Call of Duty since 2009.
It doesn't
Anybody
matter
can
how
turn their
long.
brain off and win at Call of Duty.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You guys are saying that because you guys have this weird elite, like you're this elitist fucking shooter because you play other games.
You just said this.
I was talking about from personal experience. As
You
far
can
as like
literally take your brain off and play Call of
dude,
Duty instead of doing this.
not in league play,
in Valorant.
not
Could you
in
turn your
league
brain
play.
off and do that in Valorant?
No,
Could you
because
have
I'm
a
not
YouTube
good at
video?
Valorant.
Nonetheless, you need to have.
right? But you're
You're
making the
fucking
comparison that
focused
you have
in
improved to the point you feel that Valorant has improved you to the point that when you switch over to COD, you can be.
No, you guys are bridging that differently. I'm saying without Valorant, I've been good at Call of Duty since 2009. So what I'm saying is
Right.
I'm no longer getting that like brain thing to where like I have to think about how to do stuff. The only reason I'm arguing this is because if all 4 of us were to go into COD League, we'd get fucking destroyed. Without a doubt.
Yeah, but we jumped into the COD like Warzone thing, you and I, and we popped off.
That and COD League are completely different.
Just like this and COD is completely different because COD's easy.
No, but it's not though.
It
The
really is.
gunfight is
It
easy.
isn't.
It's
It's
literally
not, dude.
run and shoot.
There is no like aim penetrate anything with fucking aim. There's no change, right? When you're running, sprinting, jumping. That's why they do jump shots in that game and dive shots in that game.
So that's the thing though. Like they're two different. I would say they're two different as far as like game styles to be like, oh yeah, Call of Duty is a pleb game. Everybody could play that. I don't believe that.
I've never
If you
played
can
COD
aim-
competitive to the point where I can like chime in on that one. So I really wouldn't know what the different comparison is between the two of those. From Valorant, we've experienced firsthand unranked versus ranked. We've experienced COD, regular games, Warzone, all that stuff. I've never really played COD in the competitive scene, so I really wouldn't know what kind of different beast that would be.
Dude, we would pub, like even going back to fucking Modern Warfare 2 days, we would destroy in fucking pub lobbies. But as soon as we went into a game battle, we'd get fucking destroyed, dude. Because it's like, yeah, I feel like the only reason you say that is because Call of Duty is more accessible. Call of Duty has been around a lot longer as far as like in such a widespread demographic, and it's been so available to everybody that everybody
That's not true.
everybody can grab a controller and everybody can go and get some kills in a fucking regular unrated lobby. But as soon as you go into game battles or as soon as you go into COD League play, that shit's a different animal, dude. That shit's not easy.
What I'm saying is it's two different things, right? I'm
You're
saying
comparing like a ranked system in COD
an
to
unranked system.
in
Yeah.
Valorant.
What I'm saying is even Counter-Strike that's been out for fucking forever. Counter-Strike and Call of Duty have two completely different things for aim.
Okay, so then how are you gonna say that
Counter-Strike
I
is
don't
harder.
So you're
than
saying
Call
that
of Duty.
you're saying that it's different when it's beneficial for you, but you're trying to say that
So are you. You're making the same argument, and you're getting pissed at everybody else.
I'm
You're
not getting
arguing
pissed.
the
I'm just
same thing.
all I'm saying is that
Oh my
because you
God.
guys have this elitist
It's
like
not this
thought
elite
process.
shit. It's literally the same thing that you're saying. We're just flipping it on you, and now you're arguing further.
Okay, so what do you want me to say? You're wrong, I'm right, or I'm right, you're wrong?
That's what I've been saying, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so all right, so before we drive further into this brick wall, agree disagree.
Jesus Christ.
No,
I'm saying.
all right, boom. The
one
thing is,
thing,
the way you
the
made
other.
the comparison was that you were saying that playing Valorant in ranked, right, has forced
No,
you
I'm
to.
talking about unrated. I'm talking about playing Valorant completely.
But I'm saying when you made the comparison of how you played, or friend, in Valorant in general, it forces you to play angles differently. It forces you to play in a different mindset, right? That's what you were saying?
Yeah.
And then you instantly jump to saying that now when you transition back over to COD, you feel like the gears that were turning before aren't necessarily turning the same way now. They're more in a passive state, and you're still performing well, right?
Yeah.
So you
But
are
that's because
directly linked. You are making a comparison between Valorant, the way Valorant forces you to think versus how now you can go and be more passive, thought-wise in COD. That's where we're all on the same page. If you're basically saying Valorant has you thinking harder than COD does.
At this state where I am, because before when I first got into Call of Duty, it was the same thing. Like when I first picked up Call of Duty, I was getting fucking destroyed.
Right.
And I had that like thought process to where I needed to figure out how to play the game. The way that you guys are saying, the way you guys took that was saying that Valorant equals hard, Call of Duty equals easy.
But we're drawing that
statement
statement from the way you're making the comparison.
Yeah, that was just your phrasing.
It's semantics, but like that's basically what you're saying is like you're basically saying we'll use numbers. Brain power 90% in Valorant, and then now you can go back to COD and tune that down a bit.
Exactly.
So then
oh my God.
Right. Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. Like what they're saying isn't anything different than that. It's different wording, but they're coming from the same
because we've had this argument before the podcast. Whatever. Let's move on. Conundrum.
Wait. A little bit of positive news. A little bit of positive news. GameStop should be getting Nintendo Switches back in stock within the next 2 weeks. Amazon already is taking pre-orders for the next 3 to 5 weeks. So production is starting to go back up, and I can finally get a fucking Switch.
Did you order it?
No, not yet. I'm probably just gonna get it. If GameStop has them earlier, I'll probably just go pick one up in person.
So, speaking from experience, you might want to do it through Amazon.
For the, I know a couple people that work at GameStop, so I'll see if I can get one reserved. If not, I'll just do the Amazon thing and wait till 3 to 5.
That's not the thing though. With GameStop, what they do is they don't sell the system outright. They make you buy a bundle of shit. So you're gonna be paying like $300-$400 for a game, stupid fucking other bullshit that they throw in there instead of you just paying retail for the console. And that's their like business model for the Switch. And it's like there's no.
Why would
like,
they carry just a console by itself?
I mean, that's the way, because when I was first trying to buy a Switch, and there was a similar issue to where there was a shortage because they didn't I forgot what the shortage was at the beginning of the release, but for whatever reason GameStop, they had them, but they were only releasing them in bundles.
I feel like it might have been that like they were trying to make a push for that, but they obviously still carry the individual console version.
The only way that they sell, well, maybe they do now, but I have a feeling that they're gonna do that same bullshit where they bundle in all that crap, and it's gonna end up like $500.
I mean, I'll see. Again, if I can get somebody that I know to guarantee me that I'm getting just that,
I'd be loved
for the price. Cool. If not, I'll just get it through Amazon. But point is, production is starting to kick back up, and we'll start seeing those released, and anybody that price gouged can go fuck themselves.
Oh, Joy-Cons are back online too. I saw that on Twitter the other day. or back on sale.
All right, Corn Dog, what do you got?
Genre swaps. If you could take a game and change its genre, for example, like you could take like the original Pokemon and turn it into a fighting game or something like that, just to completely change how the game is. Which game would you change, and what would you change it to?
BioShock 1 into Grand Theft Auto, to where it's more open world, and you could like explore the whole city of Rapture.
I feel that'd be too much of a heart attack.
Well, I'm trying to
You know how
remember
it would
how
be under
BioShock is and how that would work, because you're
It's
still
like-
stuck under the sea.
But right, it's a whole world, or it's a whole like city that's under the sea.
Yeah, it's essentially like entire like civilization is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
you would have like the huge map like GTA 5, but it'll just be Rapture that's underwater. And it'll be like in that same like 1950s-ish like scary noir type movie like aesthetic that they had. That would be like, dude, I'd buy 3 copies of that shit.
I don't. Fuck, this is kind of difficult. Probably,
Yeah,
I
there's
would
a
say
lot of.
Can
know,
you tell
like,
that I've been
this
thinking
can
about
go.
that for a while?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a definitive answer for me yet. I've been thinking about this all day.
I've been thinking about that shit for years, dude.
I would say probably like Mortal Kombat, but open world.
Oh,
Similar-
like Deception and shit.
Yeah, like how it was in Deception, where you just ran around and did different shit.
Yeah, that shit's tight.
Yeah, like open world games are my favorite fucking genres. I'm trying to think of what I would take to make it thrive better as an open world kind of game.
Now I think about it, you do play a lot of open world games, or at least you stream a lot of open world games.
Shit, like Mass Effect is really good, and it seems vast because you are jumping around from planet to planet, but it is still level based. But then I'm thinking
it's
if you
pretty
made
narrow.
it, I'm thinking if you made it open world, it's still the same shit. It's just bigger levels, but eventually you gotta leave the fucking planet. Like you're never gonna have a No Man's Sky style Mass Effect. Like how would you code some shit like that? Like I think Star Citizen is trying to do that, but that game's gonna fucking be in alpha till my grandkids are fucking born. Fuck.
Think about that little. Never mind.
I think I got it. I would take Digimon, but turn it into an MMO where the Digimon are the enemy.
Don't they already
MMO
have that
Digimon
knockoff
what?
MMO? Shit.
Oh, shit,
Temtem.
we forgot. Okay, we got one more topic after the conundrum.
Temtem is kind of like an open world, like it's an online version of Pokemon. Like you get to play in like lobbies and shit like that, and you're
It's
hunting
not
out there in
MMO,
the open
though.
with people. Hell, Pokemon is doing a MOBA now. Like we have some genre
We
swapping.
forgot that topic. That was the only topic we forgot this week.
And
What was it?
We've seen Minecraft turn into a fucking ARPG.
The Pokemon MOBA that's coming out.
Ugh.
It doesn't even deserve attention.
Yeah, that sounds like shit.
It looks
I
like
don't know.
garbage.
So
I'm thinking it'll catch on because it has the Pokemon charm.
my only thing is, it's free to start, whatever that means. So I'm assuming like, okay. So I have 2 issues with it, or actually 1 issue with it. It's gonna be on mobile as well. So, but I think that the reason they did that was for the population or the demographic in Asia, because I mean, apparently, I think it's in Japan and China. There's like a really big following for like mobile gaming and like portable gaming. So in that sense, it makes sense. But I feel like it's free to start, right? So in my opinion, why not give it a try? Because you're not losing anything by just trying it. Because granted, it looks kind of weird and looks kind of like a weird reskin of like League of Legends, but it's free, so I'm definitely gonna try it.
I've played my share of MOBAs. I'm good.
Maybe that's it too. I've never played a MOBA.
I think that's a big factor in it. Is that like I've played Dota 2 and I've played League, and League is just so much better in my opinion. To me, it's like perfectly balanced for a MOBA.
Yeah, like I saw
I
it.
don't think a Pokemon's gonna be able to do anything better.
I think it has its appeal and its charm. It's definitely not for me. It definitely I'm not the target audience for it.
Like, what the fuck are you going to be farming? Other little Pokemon?
That's what it looked like in the trailer. Like you're
Like,
just
what are the jungle camps? You're like, oh, let me go kill the Pikachus. And like, what, when you kill the opponent Charizard, and you'd be like, Charizard fainted. Like, no, I kicked his ass.
I said that on stream. Yeah, Pokemon definitely die. Stop it.
yeah.
I know.
They do.
Also,
We've seen it a couple times in the cartoon, like when they had like the plate of the fish cut up. Clearly, that was a Magikarp.
Yeah, there's no other animals.
Yeah,
they have to eat
we don't
Pokemon.
see regular animals whatsoever. So the second you see somebody eating a burger, pick your fucking 151 that you want to choose from. That's in between the bun.
I don't know. I
Ooh,
feel like
I know the conundrum for next week. Which
If you-
Pokemon would you
You motherfucker!
If you had one Pokemon, how would you prepare it?
Oh
Yikes.
shit!
Get ready for it. Get your recipes down.
Fucking A, dude.
also the DLC for Pokemon was super underwhelming. I don't think I'll buy the second DLC. Also, I think it's because I may or may not have paid $10 for all the Pokemon in the Pokedex allegedly, but for whatever reason, it's just like, why the fuck do I want to catch all these Pokemon? I don't even want to play this shit anymore. And then like I went into the battles, and it's nothing but cheese and like little fucking. I just picture like little fucking like dweeby 13-year-olds just giggling while they fucking destroy me, and I'm like in my fucking mid-20s, like trying to like ride the nostalgia train from like Pokemon Yellow, and it's just like I feel like you remember that dude from Little Nicky, where he's the old guy in the high school, and then he's like, I'll send the meme, but that's what I feel like playing Pokemon.
I know Steve Buscemi was like, "What's
Yeah.
up, fellow young kids?" or something like that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's how I feel playing fucking Pokemon battles. I feel like it's the fucking little dweeb that's on Valorant yelling at us to do something that's obvious, that's destroying me in Pokemon, and it's killing me on the inside.
What the fuck was Agumon's evolution form? Like the fucking robot T-Rex.
Oh, it wasn't Little Nicky. What fucking movie was that?
Fuck. Like back to the conundrum. I still don't got a fucking answer for that.
Metal Greymon, that one. You don't think that'd be a dope raid boss? Like Monster Hunter style?
That'd be cool.
I was
Oh,
gonna do Pokemon, but I don't think
I was way
they're
off. It's
aggressive
taken
enough.
from 30 Rock. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that the MOBA, it'll be cool to try out. But I don't know. Pokemon, like, I think I'm finally over it.
I'll always like Pokemon. I don't think I can ever get over it, man. It's such a big part of my childhood.
God
Fuck
damn it,
Pikachu though. What?
I'm fucking stumped. Like, I got nothing.
I thought about it all day, and the best I can do is a Digimon MMO like Monster Hunter.
Because I'm trying to think of like the genres of games I kind of like, and when I think I got something, it's like, oh wait, that sort of already exists, and like it feels like it's already covered, so it's hard to find one IP that I would like switch over.
Elder Scrolls Dark Souls?
Then I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't have fun.
I don't like Dark Souls.
No one likes Dark Souls.
That's
Even
the
the people
beauty
good
of Dark
at Dark
Souls.
Souls. Exactly. I don't get, they're like, God, I fucking hate this game. It's so hard. Can't wait for the next one.
It's like a fucking badge of honor when you fucking beat it, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't got to prove anything to anybody but myself. I'm not doing that shit ever again.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like a weird fucking flex. Like, and then it's like they try to hold it over you. Like, oh, have you played? Like, you're talking about like, wow, X game is really hard.
Have you played Dark Souls, whatever the fuck? And it's like, fuck you.
Those people just make you want to punch them in the throat.
Have you played Super Mario Maker? Fuck you. That's hard.
That game is ridiculous. And then so like I have a weird relationship with that game. Every time I want to play it, I want to stream it, but it's been like months since the time that I played it. So it's just me raging for the first 35 minutes trying to get my bearings, and then I do one level and then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm over this. Let's switch to fucking something else.
Yeah, like I feel like all the bases are already like. I wouldn't mind like the fuck is that game we were playing? Division, like a Division style game with zombies. But then I started to think it's like, well, we have Dying Light. Dying Light is pretty open world, and then we have State of Decay 2, which is really open world. I don't know. That's
Dead Island's like that too.
Dead Island was like that, but Dying Light definitely improved the fuck out of that whole world. Same people made it and everything. And Dying Light 2 looks like it's going to improve on that even further.
Or a League of Legends Mortal Kombat game. That'd be fun.
Mortal Kombat like that?
Huh?
No, like that's not my type of game, so like I'd be like, all right. But then again, I haven't played fighters in ages either.
All right, cool. Before we get too deep in the abyss of nothing, we'll go ahead and end it.
Damn.
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on our latest episode of the Other Controller podcast. You can catch us on Anchor. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the follow button as well as the bell icon so you're notified every time we release a new podcast. For Brown Steady Corn Dog, we are the Other Controller podcast. Have a wonderful week.
Also, guys, comment. Tell us you like it. Tell us you don't. Comment.
Participate in the conundrum.
Give us ideas
you're wrong.
for the conundrum. Give us your opinions on the conundrum. Tell Corn Dog to fuck off, or he's doing a good job.
Or both. I prefer both. In the same
yeah,
comment.
fuck off. Good job.
One comment. Good job. Fuck off, idiot. Nah, call me shittiot. That's a better term.